What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast, episode 313. My name is Harrison. I'm joined by my brother Nick, as always. Nick, the rumors, the speculation for, 7 or 8 years is finally come to a fruition. Of course, we're talking about Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
Oh, man.
Reborn. It's not even like it's like, even I love it because it's not even, it doesn't say remastered or it doesn't say remake. There is just Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I love it. We'll talk about it here shortly, but
I can't wait.
What a time to be alive.
I can't wait to have credits roll as soon as you go into the Temple of Time and you pull that Master Sword and you turn into Adult Link and it says, "Stay tuned. Stay tuned for part 2."
They're gonna
and then part 3 5 years after that.
They're gonna pull Final Fantasy 7 on us.
No, 100%. They're not, but
no. I'm just so excited because we'll talk about the direct and how I feel about that situation or just that whole presentation.
That situation.
But man, I was so nervous by the end of that. I was like, okay, this direct hasn't been that great.
It started
there's been some good stuff here that I'm really looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was getting really nervous, and then when we got the mural or whatever, and we have the talking, and you hear Hyrule, and
they start twinkling. They start kind of twinkling in the
you hear the orchestra, oh my gosh, it was perfect.
Yeah,
it was a perfect reveal. I had goosebumps. I had tears in my eyes. I mean, this is, in my opinion, the greatest game of all time. And according to Metacritic, it's the greatest game of all time. How does Nintendo tackle this game? And we got, we had the narration of whoever, Rauru or somebody. I don't think it's the Great Deku Tree.
Yeah.
And then the transition into Link, and we see Link, and this is the exact art style. Like they nailed it. 100%. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't want like the cell shaded. I didn't want the Tears of the Kingdom art style. I didn't want the Twilight Princess art style.
But you also don't want like the UE5 art style, right?
And you can maybe tell that it's maybe was developed in UE5. We're not sure, what the engine is. So you can kind of get a little bit of that. Some people are speculating that it's still the Tears of the Kingdom Breath of the Wild engine. Just because it's an engine doesn't mean like that's going to have that art style for people that don't know that. But perfect reveal. I loved it. I wanted more from it. I wanted to see gameplay, but
I really wanted that. And they could have sprinkled in like 5 to 10 seconds of gameplay, or at least like Link walking into the Deku Tree or walking out into Hyrule Field for the first time. Like, they could have showed something, and I think that's what lowered this direct for me.
Yeah, I think at some point we'll dive into it in a little bit.
Okay.
Because I'm getting ready to talk about my thoughts on the presentation.
We have a few other showcases to talk to as well. So.
We'll end with the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah.
But before we dive into what we've been playing, because I haven't really been playing much this week, but I did see Obsession on Thursday, and I'd seen a lot of clips on TikTok and stuff like that, so I kind of got the gist of the movie, and I've seen some of those super intense scenes.
Yeah.
So I was kind of worried, like when I go into the movie, I was like, man, maybe it's just not going to be like that scary. Maybe this is like just because I just saw it, but this is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen. Like it was terrifying. Like it was like. And I think it's one of those movies where it's best to see in the theaters, because at the moments where Nikki freaks out and kind of snaps back to her normal self, like it is so loud. It is a very intense movie.
Okay, I see.
And it's a very dark movie. Like it's for those that don't know what this movie is, I'm sure. Unless you're living under a rock, you probably should know what it is, or at least heard of it. But basically, this guy likes this girl. He doesn't have the courage to ask her out or say how he feels about her, and he goes to this mystic shop, where they sell like the emeralds and rocks and stuff like that, and he finds like this stand for this one wish willow, and he takes it, and then he snaps it, and then the girl instantly falls in love with him, but there's conflicting things with
it's like a monkey paw.
Yeah. It's incredible. It's yeah. I don't have like a negative thing to say about this movie. I highly recommend it to anyone who loves horror or just movies in general. I think it's great. It's very, very dark, but it's really good.
I'm gonna have to see this one in theaters.
I definitely would recommend seeing it in theaters because I mean it's got some crazy jump scares. It's got like just some of the creepiest lighting effects that I've ever seen, uncanny effects that I've ever seen in a movie. It's genuinely like a horrifying, like anytime once you're about 45 to 50 minutes into about maybe a little over the halfway mark, every scene that she is in is you're on your toes because you're just like, what's going to happen? And they do just a great job with like camera angles.
Yeah.
And man, it's fantastic.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's crazy how much of a success it is off of a $750,000 budget.
Yeah, and it's made over like 100 million now. Like most of these actors are pretty like unknown for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely incredible.
Nice.
Nick, tell me. Let me talk about Zelda. Like, funny enough, I did finish up Zelda Ocarina of Time. I didn't do on the 3DS. I didn't do like 100% run because I did that a couple years ago, and I'm going to be doing it this year, probably sometime in November when this game comes out. So got through it, and then incredible experience. Again, I think this is the definitive way to play Ocarina of Time. I texted you and I was like, I kind of want to go back into master mode, but I was like, no, I ended up not doing it.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Let's save it.
Slow my roll. Cause I know, we're going to be playing it.
It's probably going to be a master mode in this remake.
Oh, I'm sure. Finished that up. Kind of slowed down on my 3DS play. I haven't played as much this week as I did prior. But I still want to obviously go back and finish up Samus Returns.
Nice.
But then on Friday, they had Fortnite had their season-ending event, which we were really bummed out because we had like this whole plan. Like while I was doing the Summer Games Fest, my wife, we have like a deck and we have like this big tent. She moved out like some tables out there and got 2 TVs out there. My PS4, PS5 had the whole setup. Had like a cooler for like drinks and stuff. She went and got some pizza. So we had like the whole night planned, right? And this is 100% our fault or my fault because I've never been a part of a Fortnite event.
I should have told you there's like 4 or 5 hours of downtime.
Exactly. I just didn't know because it was like play the event or whatever, and I thought it just immediately rolled into the next season. So we attempted to get into the event and we got in for like half a second, and then we ended up getting booted. Luckily, we still got all the items that correlated with the event. So once we got into the next season, it popped up for us. But after that was over, I'm on Twitter like checking Fortnite status, like is Fortnite down right now? What's going on? And then I learned that it was like 5 hours before. Ended up being more than that. So we didn't actually get in till like 2:00 in the morning. We stayed up. So we played just a few rounds, and then we ended up going to bed because it was like almost 4:00 in the morning. I was like, I'm so dead right now. But we ended up playing like she ended up playing like a little bit of Spyro while we waited. I played some. I started New Game Plus and Silent Hill F. So I've started that.
Were you playing outside still?
Yeah, we're still playing outside. Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, still fun.
Yeah, we still made it at night. We had a great time. And then we ended up playing some Split Fiction as well.
Nice.
So ultimately, it was still a fantastic night. Like so cool playing outside, like under the tent. But yeah, we were a little bit bummed out, and we'll know next time that. Okay,
yeah, now you know.
Yeah, now we know. And again, like it's not Fortnite's fault, but I just didn't know because I've never been a part of the event. So
and normally it's on a Saturday, and like the event will take place at like 2 p.m. and then downtime will take place until like 7 or 8
I did
p.m.
see a lot of I did see a lot of people upset about that, where they're like, "Man, I've been working all week and I just wanted to get off and play Fortnite for the night." And I'm like, I get it, man. I definitely get it.
Yeah, but like it coincided with Summer Games Fest, so
yeah,
but
yeah, still had a great time. And I didn't really play much. I don't think I played at all on Sunday or Saturday. But last night I jumped in for a few hours and got like to level 15. A lot of fun. I like the attraction mechanic.
Nice.
Of the sprites. Yeah, it's cool. I've seen people are always complaining about every single
they will complain
season.
about everything about every season.
I'm having a good time with the guns. Like I think all the guns are fun. Like the new sliding like boot things are really cool.
Slider, yeah.
I got I killed somebody and then I don't know where he got it from. I don't know if it was a boss or he just got it out of a chest, but it was like the mythic sliders or mythic boots where you can slide unlimited, and that was so much fun doing that. I will say that like shotguns don't feel to be like a big factor in this season compared to the last one. I've been more, my loadout's been like I think it's called the Chaos rifle or something. It's the one that like shoots like the exploding bullets.
Yeah.
And then I've paired that up with like one of the SMGs because that's like pretty good. The shotguns I feel like don't do too much or aren't too effective close range for whatever reason, but you know that could change. But
yeah, I'm sure it'll change.
But yeah, I mean I'm loving like all the updates where like you can, you know, the fall damage is still on, but it doesn't kill you. But you can basically every time you jump and you're high enough, you automatically glide, or you can automatically glide if you want to.
Yeah.
And then having like the little bouncy grenade at all times is really cool. That's on on a timer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Interior build. Yeah. They've done a lot of cool like quality of life stuff that I think makes the game easier for like people just jumping into it, like the fall damage stuff. Like,
and it'll it'll auto sort your guns too. So like if you pick up an assault rifle and it's your only space is on like the end of your little bar, it'll automatically. I assume that's how most people do it, like assault rifle, shotgun, SMG, and then like shields and health. Yeah, sniper at the end or whatever. So I like that a lot too, where it'll automatically sort you. Even if that slot's already taken, it'll change it. So I think that's really cool. So having a good time so far. Nice.
Did you go back and watch the event?
No, I didn't actually. I didn't. I know that like both of the guys lost, and like there was like a secret.
Oh, like the Ice King wins.
Okay.
Technically, and then one of the foundation member, or not foundation, one of the members of the Seven, played by Ben Starr.
Okay, so yeah, that's right.
Betrays Jonesy.
See, I have no idea any of this.
Lore like I have all the Fortnite lore. I mean, prior to a few years ago, I didn't know that Fortnite had lore. I thought it was just
random stuff. Like, oh, there's Ariana Grande singing. Let's go to the event.
The island broke again. Let's get a new island.
Yeah. So that stuff is cool. And then like I love like the I can't remember his name, like the duck skin guy, whatever. And he's like, he comes up to the screen, he like does like this. I'm like, this dude has so much freaking aura. I love it. And then like the John Wick stuff, like if you have his pistol, like when he's reloading it, he'll throw it at enemies, which is a cool little touch. So yeah, it's a cool season so far.
I guess I have the battle pass since I have
the Fortnite crew.
Yeah, crew. Yeah, Game Pass. Yeah, I'll have to jump in.
Yeah, it's fun. We've had a good time. I've had a couple of solo dolo wins.
Got that umbrella.
Yeah,
good stuff.
It's been a good time. All right, Nick, tell me about some more Yoshi.
So I finished it up.
100%.
So there's post game, which is like I think 4 extra chapters, and then once you finish those 2 new chapters unlock that are like challenge chapters. And like the last chapter is pretty freaking hard. Like it like tests your skills in a very very non-Yoshi way, or like very, very cool way. So I had a great time doing these last 2 challenges. I'm not going to go back and like 100% find everything and learn everything about each creature, but I had an absolutely incredible time with this game. I would fully recommend it to anyone who likes like 3D Mario games, exploration games.
Yeah.
Pikmin, even I think like any game where you're kind of exploring the world, you would like Yoshi. This is a freaking awesome game, and I think it's kind of getting misrepresented at the moment as a bit of a baby game, and like no, it's not super challenging up until the end, but it's just really, really smart. It's a really smart game, and it does make you think. Like I was stumped almost a dozen times at least on what to do next, on how to, find the flowers in each level, how to, discover more about each creature. Like,
do you know, because this is like the age old question of like, when someone reviews the game, I think they should like at least play through the story that's offered and then check out any additional content. I'm not saying that you have to 100% the game,
but do your due diligence.
But do your due diligence as a reviewer. Like I never enjoy when someone says, "Oh, I'm going to give a review, but I haven't finished the game." Like I just think then you shouldn't review the game, or do a review in progress or something like that. That some websites do. But with the IGN score, because I know we talked about that one last week. Did they? Do you know if did you read that one and see like if they experienced that post game stuff, or did it matter ultimately to them?
I don't know if they did or not. My hunch would tell me they rolled the initial credits and then maybe dabbled in like the post game, but like those post game chapters are pretty in depth. Like there's a lot going on, and it's a lot more complex than the base game. So like you would be doing yourself and your review a disservice if you did not play that post game content, because you get to another set of credits. So it's almost like the first credits is an intermission, and then it throws you right back into the game and says, "Hey, here's more chapters." So I don't know. I just can't fathom how this game got a 6 from IGN, and even from Kind of Funny, like got a 6 and like 6.5 or 6.5.
Yeah,
I don't understand. I guess all people want to play is Yoshi's Island all the time, and they want every single new Yoshi game to be Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Island.
Yep.
I don't understand. Like Yoshi, like we have the Mario platformers, we have the Donkey Kong platformers, we even have Kirby. Like let Yoshi be different.
Yeah.
Like do something different other than an ADB platformer, and that's exactly what this game does.
Yeah.
But
whatever. Yeah, I want to play it. I just don't know when I'm gonna have time. I mean, I picked up Rebirth this week, and I still haven't gotten into it yet. But I will because I definitely want to experience it. But
I've also been very deep into Mina the Hollower. I think I'm like 14 or 15 hours in. I'm on the 6th dungeon right now. This game is incredible.
Yeah, sold 500,000 units. Confirmed by Yacht Club Games, so it's doing well. It's
doing great. Yeah, I mean, I think this is still the best reviewed game of the year, and so far, like that's. Yeah. I don't know if it's my game of the year so far. I still think it's Resident Evil Requiem, but it might end up at number 2.
Okay.
With how the trajectory is going and how everything is playing out, because this game is it's hitting all the boxes for me. That exploration. The combat feels good. Like the 2D sprite work is so beautiful. Like it's so reminiscent of like a Link's Awakening or an Oracle of Ages or Seasons, except it has those modern touches. And then it is a difficult game, and it is sometimes frustratingly difficult, but not in the sense that like Silksong is frustratingly difficult, where like the bosses in Silksong are ridiculous, whereas in Mina, it's more the levels, like the dungeons themselves that are difficult, but there's very often like a reprieve at multiple points in each dungeon that allows you to kind of go into a save room and reset. So I wouldn't call it overly challenging, but it does have like that. I think that right amount of challenge. Have you been playing this? Are you?
I haven't played. I haven't played it anymore since initially. Okay. So I've got to dive back into it. I'm playing this to get through Rebirth, and then I'll probably we're going on vacation here in a few weeks or in July. So I'll probably end up playing a lot of that when we're at the beach.
We'll be there.
Oh, you are going?
Yeah.
Sweet. Heck yeah.
It'll be fun.
All right. Anything else you've been playing, Nick?
While we were talking earlier before the show, I was playing through the Star Fox demo.
How is it?
Oh, it plays awesome.
Sweet.
Plays exactly how I would want a Star Fox 64 remake to play in a modern era.
This was confirmed after the demo came out. This was confirmed that it's Velen Studios. They did like the Mario Kart World or Mario Kart Live Circuit game that I have with like the car, and they did something else. They've done a couple of other games as well. So it's always weird with Nintendo. They never actually announce who's making these games until
so odd.
Usually until we get in our hands, and then we could see the credits and stuff like that. So yeah, it's interesting, but cool. Okay.
All right.
Let's just go. We already talked about the state of play last week. So let's just go into the Summer Games Fest. Let's just start in order here. Before we get
in, like, what were your overall thoughts?
I think this is the best Jeff Keighley presentation in a long time. Like I think he's gotten better and better, like, especially Summer Games Fest. Like it's never been the greatest like presentation. Just as far as like announcements go, like there's still that one notorious year of like Last of Us Part 2 remastered or whatever, Part 1 remastered. That was like the final thing. And it's like
they got leaked beforehand.
Yeah, I was like, all right, read the room, bro. Like nobody actually wants this. So, but yeah, I thought overall the presentation was really good. Like it started out extremely strong. Yeah, it had its like middling section, but I think it ended strong as well. So yeah, I thought it was a great show.
I give this like an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say 8.5, something like that. I thought it was a great presentation.
I have the like major announcements. Do you want me to go through this list, or do you have a more comprehensive list that you want to go through?
I mean, I've got it pulled up here. I've just got IGN's article pulled up, but yeah, go through. You can go start going through them.
Okay, so obviously first, Resident Evil Veronica.
Absolute banger to start the show off with.
Oh yeah,
too, man.
I mean, of course, Capcom is going to come deliver the bangers. I've never played this. I never played the original Code Veronica. I don't think you have.
No, I haven't.
So I cannot wait to play this next year.
Do we know? Is this a combination of first person and third person, like RE9 is? I'm not really sure.
It seemed like it was mostly first person, which would be really interesting for like a game focused around like an existing popularized Resident Evil character like Claire. So yeah, I would imagine you could switch to third person.
Yeah, I really feel like going forward, like they'll just give players the option. But yeah, I mean, it looked great. Like I wasn't like you could almost tell immediately. When it happened, I was like, this is definitely Resident Evil, and then you're like, oh, and then
it's got that sheen to it. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like kind of wet.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
it's like this is looking pretty wet.
It's definitely noticeable. Did you catch the reference whenever you get up to the apartment and the old lady is like, she's like, oh my gosh, it looks like a boulder came through this room.
Chris has been here.
Chris, this is definitely Resident Evil. Incredible start. Looks absolutely fantastic. Definitely had like the Resident Evil 2 reveal vibes. For sure. Especially being on the stage with the Summer Games Fest, like you could hear the crowd in the background roaring. So yeah, cannot wait for this game, and knowing Capcom will get it in like February. It's gonna be awesome. God, Capcom, man, Capcom is the best.
And it's coming to Switch too. Like that's hype, man. That's pretty hype.
I did. I audibled whenever I saw the Switch 2 logo. I was like, Switch 2, let's go.
Let's go. Major announcement. Next up, Blood Message. I don't remember this one. But I think it was. Does it take place in China? And it's like a kind of like a third person action game.
Yeah. This is NetEase.
NetEase, okay, yeah.
Yeah. They had a few games that were in like Chinese based, or there was definitely a few that were like, okay, this is like the fourth like blood like Souls like I've seen.
They kind of blended together.
Yeah,
it seems like every Souls-like studio is making a game set in Asia right now, which is
it was similar to like Nintendo Direct today, where there was like, okay, we're going into Dragon's Dogma, into there's like
Lords
3 or 4 dragon game, Lords of the Fallen. Like, all right, I'm like, what is going
on? Next up, Alien Isolation 2.
Can't wait
for this one. I mean, this one takes place like outdoors, which will be really interesting.
Yeah, it takes place on a planet versus just the
space station,
spaceship. It looks awesome. I cannot wait for this game.
Tupac coming to Stranger Than Heaven. This was kind of the really weird announcement that,
and he's not. It's not like Tupac. Like he's not like.
Well, Tupac's dead, so it's not Tupac.
Well, right, but he's not.
Oh, he's not playing Tupac.
He's not the whoever is voicing it is not.
Why would you do
Tupac.
this?
Yeah, this was really, because at first I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, obviously they got permission to use his likeness from like the estate and stuff like that. But yeah, the fact that like he's not, and I get it, Stranger Heaven is like a hip hop based like game or whatever. But yeah, it's very weird. It was very, very weird.
Yeah,
learning that after the fact. In the moment, I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, but. Yeah, super weird. Yeah, and then having like Snoop Dogg come out there and like again, like just, I'm very tired of like the celebrities and I hate to say it, but like I know it's important, but whenever you have someone come out, they have to have a translator. It just really slows down like the momentum that they had going. It didn't happen a ton, but it always kind of does. But yeah, having Snoop Dogg out there, and he's like, you could kind of tell he didn't really give a damn. Like he just teared because he was getting paid, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a weird one. Assassin's Creed Black Flag got a full trailer.
Yeah,
game looks great. I could be convinced to pick this up when it comes out next month.
I think I will pick it up. It looks really good.
Yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin got revealed. I think there was a Last Ronin game from another studio, and then now Platinum Games is making this one.
Yeah. We didn't see any gameplay of that, right? It was just a logo.
Cinematic. Yeah. Okay. Mafia: The Old Country got a story expansion.
Very weird. Like that game, I don't know how well that game. I know it didn't review well. Maybe it sold well. I don't know. Yeah. That was kind of.
It reviewed okay.
I think it reviewed in like the 60s.
No.
I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
No. Blood of the Dawnwalker, which is from devs from CD Projekt Red.
Yes. Yep.
And then there's another game in the franchise coming out, I think, that's set in this same universe that was announced before this game comes. Like, this was also kind of a weird announcement.
Yeah. Well, that one already got announced, and this was like a second trailer.
But then they also announced a subsequent game is coming.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. Monster Hunter Wilds gets its expansion, Ascendance, takes place in the skies.
Yep, and I don't know if they did this at the reveal, but it got confirmed later on that it's in development for Switch 2 as well.
I mean, it's Capcom, so
cool. Yeah,
of course.
Who knows how it's going to run? Because I know, like on PS5 and Xbox, like I had pretty bad performance issues. I think it's since been cleaned up, but exciting nonetheless.
Yeah. Wolf Among Us 2 coming in 2027. This game was announced like 10 years ago, so
Yeah, it's been in development
good for them.
for a while. And then Wolf Among Us Season 1 is getting remastered and coming this year as well.
Yeah. This is kind of the exciting one for me. Stellar Blade Blood Rain sequel to Stellar
the Gunner
Blade.
game.
The Gunner game. Getting a sequel.
I don't know. Yeah, and it looks absurdly great. Like it looks crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would choose to go with a model that looks like a child or like an early teenager. That seems a little odd to me, but I mean, Gunner's gonna goon. I guess I don't know what to say, but who knows? Yeah,
it's kind of a weird choice. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Nonetheless, I'm very excited. Like I wasn't really sure what this game was at first, and then I was like, Evie, that sounds familiar, but it's the original character her name was Eve, so it's Eve. Very strange, but nonetheless, I'm excited. I absolutely love Stellar Blade when that game came out, so excited to see what this
quick turnaround as well.
Yeah.
And then the last announcement here was Final Fantasy VII Revelations Part 3.
Looks insane.
Yeah, looks really incredible.
Day and date was switched to on all platforms.
Yeah,
which they were very excited about.
That's the big thing. Like they are no longer shackled to this Sony exclusivity agreement, and they can actually sell multiple million units. Versus, I think Rebirth sold like 2 million on PS5.
Yeah,
which was not great for what they were expecting, from what it sounds like.
Yeah.
But I need to go in and finish Rebirth.
Yep, that is my plan. Did they say it's coming out next year? Yeah, it's February, right?
Yeah, February.
Okay. Speaking of Final Fantasy, Tifa is getting added as the Year 4 like Street Fighter Pass. That's coming soon. That got like a pretty big like crowd pop whenever I was listening to that live. So that was cool. I think that game sold like over 6 million copies now. So like that game's done extremely well for them. Let me go through the list real quick. Power World got a 1.0 update, or is getting one July 10th.
Nice.
Attack on Titan 3 games coming. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Kind of just going through there. What was that one game that was like pretty interesting? I don't know. Oh, Crossfire. The former Call of Duty developers. It's like a third person, like single player driven game, but it has really interesting like movement. It's like adaptive cover. Yeah, it's really interesting. I thought that was really cool. Who knows if it's going to be good or not, but I thought that one was pretty cool for like a cover based military shooter. So that was cool. I'm trying to let's go through a little bit more and see. I think that's everything. Oh, the director or developer from Eco and Shadow of the Colossus, that Jin Atlas game.
Oh yeah,
with the like giant robots. Looks pretty cool.
Really awesome. And then End of Abyss, which is that Little Nightmares-esque game with actual gunplay.
Yeah, that was cool.
That one looks awesome.
And then Cuphead from Studio MDHR. Cuphead's getting a sequel, and it's getting like a really cool like retro action like platformer. Like it's like a shooter. It's like it looks really cool. And I never was into Cuphead. I never actually played that game, but I'm surprised they're doing a sequel because I know how much of a pain that is to hand draw that type of animation.
Right.
But
took them forever.
Still cool nonetheless. I'm glad they're doing like a separate side project as well because that one's probably not coming for a while.
Mm-hmm.
The sequel. But yeah, I think that's everything big. Like I thought it was cool. Like ending on Revelation, I thought that was a good ending game for Summer Games Fest. I didn't really know what else could be in its place because we had, we just had the State of Play. We had Xbox's showcase coming up in the next couple of days,
mm-hmm.
and the rumored Nintendo Direct at the time, but yeah, I thought it was a great showcase.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty great. It was a lot better than. I mean, I think it was even a lot better than the Game Awards last year.
Yeah, well, yeah, the Game Awards. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't love that one.
I did like how Jeff emphasized the last announcement would be a single player focused game.
Yeah. He definitely
correcting from last year's blunder, but
he's funny. Like he's like
funny. He's a funny guy. Like
he's funny and like I don't want to say like stale or like I don't know. He just kind of like throws little jabs in there, and it's
like very
funny.
blunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been seeing like clips of him like in past shows and past interviews, and he's just
I saw the recent one from a few years ago. I think it was it Gamescom open? It was either Opening Night Live or Summer Games Fest following the Bill Clinton kid incident where like the guy runs up on stage and he's talking about GTA 6 or something, and then he's just like, okay, and then he like he like moves on or whatever. I'm glad that trend stopped because I was like, man, Jeff, like something bad's gonna happen to this guy, and he's like carrying the announcement in gaming industry for us. So
carrying misery.
Yeah, let's make sure we keep him safe.
He's a good guy.
All right, let's dive into there was a whole bunch of other showcases this weekend. PC Gamer Show, Future Game Show, stuff like that. I dabbled. I watched a couple of the live streams, but there wasn't a ton that I saw that was like super interesting. I'm sure there was some great stuff there, but we'll just focus on the big stuff. So Xbox Games Showcase 2026. Before we dive into the games, what were your overall thoughts on this presentation?
I thought it was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
It was like a 9 out of 10 showcase for me. They started off extremely strong with Gears.
Yeah.
And then ended on COD, which...
Didn't love that.
I think they need to stop doing that. They've done that a few times now.
Yeah.
And by a few, I just mean two. But they've done it one too many times.
They ended on Call of Duty last year, and that game like sucked. So for them to do it again this year, and we don't know if this game is going to be good or not. We assume that it is, but who knows the Call of Duty. So I don't love that. But I think gamers prefer, like, if you're going to do it and on a single player, AAA experience or whatever. But whatever.
At the same time, I don't know what they would have ended with because they started off so strong, and then they had a really good like last third as well. Like, so I don't know. I don't know what they could have ended with aside from Call of Duty, but maybe, I mean, Call of Duty is their biggest seller each year. Like, and maybe they're just trying to,
in the way they did it, they showed off like that DMZ extraction mode where they had like the gamer, quote unquote, like playing it and doing all the like the ridiculous, like over the top call outs. Yeah. I mean, that mode looks cool, but I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
But let's go through. I've got the list pulled up here, so I'm going to go through. I don't have like the chronological list, but I know it started out on Gears E-Day, which I didn't expect because we obviously get in the direct, the deep dive after that. But they start directly into, and I love, and we'll talk about it here in the Nintendo Direct. I just love when they start with a game. Like, I don't want to hear any talking. I don't need the president of whatever company coming out and saying, "Hey, this is our lineup of games." They just went directly into Gears of War
gameplay.
Got to see freaking Marcus and Dom in street clothes and jeans, which looked weird as hell, but it was still really, really cool. And then getting the backstory of how, like, Dom, they weren't like super close. It was more Marcus and his brother that were super close, and once he passed, that's where their bond kind of started. So that was a cool backstory to see. Game looks ridiculously good. Like, the gameplay looks awesome. Like, having all the different maneuverabilities, like being able to climb, like getting vertical and stuff like that.
Power slide.
The guy that was playing was kind of pissing me off because he only hit the active reload one time during that demo, and I was like, okay, you're doing this on purpose because this is driving me nuts.
Yeah. especially with that added like that little yellow section too.
Yeah, it's like, come on, dude. Like, you need to hit this.
Like, show us what it is. Come on.
Yeah. But yeah, looks awesome. I cannot wait for this game. October 4th, right? Is that when that comes out?
I think so.
Yeah, looks insane. Cannot wait. And then once they ended that, and they said, hey, it's exclusive to Xbox platform. I'm like, fuck yeah, we're in for a treat. With this presentation.
There's also an open beta.
Yes,
August 6th if you pre-order.
Okay, that's cool. And again, I don't have the chronological list, but
Fable was next.
Was it Fable? Okay, that's right. That's right. And that one I wasn't quite sure it was Fable at first, but then obviously once we saw soon the other characters, but we got to meet the villain of Fable, which is really cool. The game looks incredible. I can't wait for this thing.
Yeah, and this is coming February 23rd, 2027. February, it's getting busy.
Already getting busy. Yeah, and Resident Evil hasn't been announced for that time frame, but we probably know it's coming, so it's going to be
before the end of the fiscal year for them. That's kind of their mantra.
We'll probably have like December and maybe like January, kind of similar to this year, where there's not a lot, so we can kind of have a little bit of a buffer while we're all playing GTA 6 and Ocarina of Time. But yeah, it's going to be jam packed. We got another look at Metro 2033. I've played a couple of the Metros, on Game Pass, and I just never quite got into them. Yeah. So I don't know if this is for me, but it looks stunning. Like, visually, it looks impressive.
Yeah, it looks a little bit too intense, like a little bit too involved for me.
Yeah,
like a little bit too survival-esque, but looks good.
Halo, we got a look at the prequel missions to Halo. I think it takes place 1 year before the events of Halo.
Mm-hmm.
And we got like a montage with Sergeant Johnson, which was awesome. Glad to hear him back in the game. It looks stunning. This game looks incredible.
And it comes out next month in July, July 28th.
Insane. And then this one was a little bit of a surprise for me. Senua getting a kind of a rebrand almost. Like, they dropped the Hellblade like title, and this is more focused on action, which is, I think, what people I liked Hellblade 2, but it was definitely more on like the walking simulator, vibes than I think even the original, the first one. This one looks really cool. Visually looks stunning. I'm sure it'll have all the crazy audio effects and stuff like that, like they had in Hellblade 2. But they turned this one around like pretty quick. I think they're reusing all of the assets from 2. And I think Hellblade 2 was a good game, but it was disappointing for how long it was in development for. Yeah, it was like in 8 years or something. Yeah, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, 7 or 8 years, and it was a 5-hour game.
Yeah,
that didn't have a lot of combat, mostly puzzle focused, but mostly walking sim.
And I hope this starts a trend of these big studios where they have all the assets from a game they just made. Like, why not immediately jump into like a smaller project or something like that where you can use it? I mean, we talked to death about Last of Us. Like, they should do like short stories or something like that with that game. Yeah. That would have been cool to have something from Naughty Dog on the PS5 this entire time since Part 2 came, or Last of Us Part 2 came out. Like, that would have been cool to have something smaller.
I know.
But, we got another look at State of Decay 3. It's coming next year. We still don't have a date. Looks good. Looks cool.
Yeah, looks cool.
Yeah. I got into State of Play 1 a little bit. I played a little bit of 1 and 2. I don't know if they're necessarily the games for me. Like, they're they're the open world zombie crafting survival game. But it looks good nonetheless. I think they revealed that zombie deer. So, and I think they rolled that back. I don't think that's in the game anymore.
Yeah, I think that was more of a concept trailer than anything. Yeah. But that was a cool trailer.
Wo Long 2 got announced.
This one surprised me.
Yeah,
I did not think we'd be getting a Wo Long 2.
Yeah, looks cool. I mean, I played a few hours of Wo Long 1. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. So we'll see if that changes at all. with 2. It's coming to Game Pass, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We got another look at Residence, a Plague Tale story. Looks awesome. Emphasis on like melee combat. Looks great. There's not a rat in sight. I don't know how I feel about that being, and I know it's a prequel story, but it looks like it's still dealing with the Mandela or Majula or something like that. Whatever like that. It's not a disease, but
plague.
Curse, plague, yeah, whatever. It looks like she has it on her arm, so I don't know.
I think there will be a rat equivalent.
Yeah,
maybe not rats, but something
like a different animal.
Yeah, like bats.
That would be cool. That'd be cool.
It is kind of weird. That actually no. Okay, near the end of I'm rewatching the trailer now.
Okay.
At the very end, there's something that's coming towards the main character. What does it look like? It looks like some sort of like black amalgamation of something. So I think it's either rats or birds or what have you. But I think there will be some sort of plague.
This won't be like the main, maybe not the main focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. 1 and 2 were incredible games, so I'm all in for those games. Yeah, especially 2. We got another look at Clockwork Revolution, and we got a date for that. This was probably the worst showing, I think, of this game. I did not like the vibe of the trailer. I didn't like the characters getting introduced, just like that kind of like ragtag team, and there's like a heist mission that went bad, and then you kind of learn about getting the powers of being able to go back in time. Still looking forward to this game, but yeah, this was not a great showing. And then this was also confirmed to be exclusive, one of the console exclusives as well. So it was cool.
Persona 6?
Yeah, Persona 6.
Kind of a lukewarm trailer.
It was, yeah. It was like a great, like a hazy graveyard. And then like the what the title, like it looks like the DC logo. If you look at it, it's kind of weird. And then Revival got another look, and I think that one got a date as well. Revival did not 6.
February.
Yeah, February. Spyro from Toys for Bob.
Yeah, this one looks good.
This looks awesome. Again, this is one of those where they were going to close Toys for Bob down, but they ended up being able to spin off on their own. But then still were working with Xbox, which I thought was really cool. So it makes total sense. I mean, they did Crash 4, they did the Reignited trilogy, so they already know what they're doing with these types of games. Looks awesome. Yeah. Can't wait for that. Doom: The Dark Ages is it Revelations? Yeah.
Yes.
Getting some DLC. I can't wait. This game was awesome, and this DLC looks really, really cool. And it has like some sort of throwback Doom level, which I'm not really sure how that falls into with the story. But there was definitely like an old school Doom level in there, but like with modern graphics. It looked really cool.
I was really hoping this would come to Switch, but
yeah, we'll talk about the direct. But yeah, there's a couple things that I thought were missing from the direct that I thought for sure would because like what was the one game Onimusha that got a trailer at, I think at Summer Games Fest.
Yep.
And it had all the logos but Switch, and we're like, what? No Switch too. But Nintendo's kind of funny with that stuff. They like to announce platforms on their own presentations. We got another look at Castlevania Belmont's Curse. Looks awesome. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Flight Simulator's getting a national park update. Where they were already in the game, but they went in and like made them look super like visually like stunning. So that's cool. The obligatory Fallout 76 infestations and the Elder Scrolls Online
update.
At this point, Sea of Thieves got an update as well.
Every time I see Bethesda,
I don't get excited anymore because I just know it's going to be
like they have nothing
76.
Anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy Taxi got revealed, which it was already revealed, but we got it like I think the first trailer. I never played Crazy Taxi, so I don't really have an affiliation towards this game.
Mm-hmm.
There was some discourse online because the developer said that they used AI assets in making the game, but then it got replaced. You know, I don't really care if AI is used. I just don't. I'm sorry. Maybe that's a hot take, but whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. Especially if like they go back and like actually use a developer's like touch and make it a thing. But
wait, what game is this?
Crazy Taxi.
Oh, is it using AI?
They use AI, I think, to like
Concepts.
do like conceptual art, but then they said they went back and like actually had it touched by a developer. So they're kind of using it.
Everyone's using it now, whether they admit it or not.
Yeah, everyone is.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. But there was like one thing. It was like, because obviously this game's called World Tour, so like we're going to go around the world. But there was a San Francisco. That's where the trailer took place in, and the Golden Gate Bridge has like 3 or 4 like pillars instead of like the 2. So people are going back and saying, "Oh, well, that's AI because AI doesn't know," or whatever the case is. So I don't know.
I'm seeing that right now. Yeah.
Valor Mortis. We got another look at that one. This one is a first-person Souls game. Looks really. It's like the first person. Like I think he plays Napoleon.
Yeah.
That one looks cool. Really cool. Andy from Kind of Funny was been raving about it, so he said it played really good.
Okay.
And I'll just go through the rest here. Age of Empires 4 getting a expansion. Bad Magpie. I don't remember this one.
This is the one that looked like Untitled Goose Game, but
that's right. That's right. It's like the co-op, like don't drop the egg kind of game.
Yeah.
Okay. Join Us was like the cult game where it kind of reminded me of like I
thought it was Fallout when I first saw it. Fallout 76.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me like a blend of like Far Cry 5 and oh gosh, what is that? The Goat Simulator game? Like it kind of had like that funny trailer with it. That one looked okay.
Vivarium. I don't know if you remember this one, but this is like the Studio Ghibli.
Yeah.
Looking
looks
game.
Awesome.
Looks really cool.
Visually it looks stunning.
Yeah.
And then Magicians, the Devil's Deal. This BioShock magician game. It looks really cool.
I missed this one. Let me watch the trailer. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I do. I remember this one. Yeah.
Yeah. That one looks really, really cool. So yeah, that is everything. And then obviously we got the throwback kind of commercial with the original Xbox, and then it jumps into showing the really, really cool translucent green Xbox Series X and the controller.
Yeah.
Definitely going to pass on the the console itself because it's probably going to be super, super expensive. But if they drop the controller by itself, I will definitely pick that up because that's super cool.
I think they are.
Surely they will.
Yeah.
And then after that we got the Xbox or the Gears of War E-Day Direct. And they just kind of like killed. I love seeing like the behind the scenes developer stuff. And we got a deep dive into Gears of War. Game looks.
I can't wait for this game.
Looks stunning. It's got 12-player horde mode coming. Multiplayer was confirmed. I don't know if multiplayer was confirmed before, but it definitely is now. Yeah, it looks awesome. I cannot wait for.
I mean, it's a graphical showcase.
Yeah.
It's back on Marcus and Dawn. Like that's. I feel like that after Gears 5, which was a really, really awesome game, and I thought the ending of that game was really cool.
Yeah, they end on a huge cliffhanger. It's like, okay, are we ever going to see that again? Or
yeah, so like I was disappointed when this was initially revealed because I wanted to see what would be next in like Kate and what's Marcus's son's name?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
JD, yeah. Seeing what was next for their story, but yeah, this game.
It looks insane, and it's like it's a lot more open than I thought it was going to be. Like there's like optional like side missions and stuff that you can do in this game as well. So yeah, man, it looks.
And you and I, like, we're always talking about how cool it is to see like day one,
yes,
of a lot of like outbreaks and stuff.
Yeah.
So this will definitely scratch that itch
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banger presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, let's dive into the direct, Nick.
Let's dive into it. So I want to hear your high level thoughts first. I know you've been thinking about
I thought the games that they had here were great. Like we got confirmation on dates like Fire Emblem that we needed. There was a couple of like, surprises like Kingdom Hearts 4 being here was really cool. Xenoblade Genesis getting announced was awesome. So a lot of really, really cool games that were shown off. I think Nintendo and their team need to go back to the drawing board on directs, because there is an art to these things. Like you can't just take trailers and just put them in, insert them here, insert, like you have to have a nice flow of stuff. Obviously not everything can be, a 10 out of 10 banger reveal. It's too much to keep up with. I think, especially because we haven't had a full direct in 9 months since September of last year. Mm-hmm. So that was also a lot of people's like issue. I think they need to scale back the directs, and because with like Xbox Showcase, it was a lot of like their stuff with their partner stuff and stuff that's coming to Game Pass. And they had some smaller stuff in there, but Nintendo has this, they do so much small stuff, and some of that stuff looks good and some of it, it's all, what you're into, but their flow is just not great. Like they started off with Rhythm Heaven, and I was like, okay, we're getting this out of the way because this is like the last like Switch,
but again,
exclusive.
It set the scene.
It definitely did, because once I had two minds. I said, okay, we're getting it out of the way now, and then we're going to jump into whatever their next first party game is, like Fire Emblem or whatever. Yeah. There was like 6 more reveals after that before we actually got to Fire Emblem for the first time. So like the reveal was too long for Rhythm Heaven. Like it was too much gameplay. And then like what I cannot stand with Nintendo is every time they have a reveal, they always have Kizomi come in, or whoever is in charge of like directing it, and they're like, "Hey, how did you like that reveal?" And it goes right back into the same gameplay, and then they're talking over it, explaining stuff that you just saw. Like it drives me up the wall when they do this with every game reveal they have. Every single game.
That? How'd you like that game?
Yeah,
this is a game about being a game. And
we just saw this. Like we're not stupid. Like this is your hardcore audience watching this direct. Like this is not the average consumer, watching it. So that drives me up the wall. And then so again, pacing issues all over the place. And this is not just this direct. This has been directs for the past 4 or 5 years. Yeah. The pacing has just been insane. So what I want them to do, go back to the drawing board, because State of Plays and Xbox Showcases, they have caught up to what the Nintendo Directs initially were. Like they're like, hey, this is games that we're throwing at you. We're gonna do deep dives into some of them. We're dropping all the E3 stage present stuff, and it's just a video directly to you. That's what they initially were. Yeah. And State of Play and Xbox or PlayStation, Xbox have caught up to them. I think Xbox has surpassed the Nintendo Directs at this point as far as presentation goes, because we saw Matt Booty come out once, talk about Gears of War, said, hey, it's exclusive. And then we saw Asha at the end. Other than that, it was just straight trailers. And I thought the pacing of all that stuff was really, really good. So they need to go back to the drawing board on that. And then roll back what you're announcing. Like let's focus on just first party games. Throw in some third party stuff like Dust Bloods and whatever your
like
partner
Stellar Blades,
like your Stellar Blades, like your big stuff, and then save all that rest of the smaller things. Save that for a partner showcase. That way we have that expectation going into a partner showcase, saying, hey, we're probably going to get some of the minor stuff, maybe some big stuff here or there. But once we get a direct, especially if we're only going to get directs twice a year now, June and September, and that could change. But if that's the expectation that you're setting, let's make sure that these presentations are incredible and get us excited for what's to come. Because if Ocarina of Time wasn't here, I would have said this thing completely sucks. Like, Xenoblade's really, really cool. Dustblood's reveal was absolute trash. It shouldn't even have been in this presentation at all.
Because they essentially showed the same footage that they showed.
It was just stills. Like, it was like characters barely moving, and then it said, "Hey, we have a summer playtest coming up." So I don't think this game is coming out. They still say it's 2026. I don't think this is coming out in 2026.
I don't believe it at all.
So it was just all over the place, pacing wise, and again, I just think they need to, the next full mainline direct, it needs to be like just stuff that they are working on,
and
whether
it just
it's
needs to be
5 games. Yeah, and just straightforward. I don't need the person coming back every single time saying, "Did you like this?" No, I didn't. Let's move on to the next game. Let's don't. And then what really started to drive me nuts is once we got to Switch Sports Resort, which I think is a really cool game. Like, I do want that game. But once we got through that, then he's like, "Hey, we've got time. Let's do some thumb wrestling." And then it was like 2 minutes of that, and I'm just like, there's 4 minutes left in this presentation.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't see Zelda, I'm going to lose my mind.
This happens every single time where we get 10 minutes in and they've gone through maybe 3 games and we look at our watch and go, okay, there's 40 minutes left. There's time for some cool stuff. And then, 20 minutes goes by and you kind of get closer to that end stage and they're still talking about random bullshit. And you're like,
yeah,
are you going to announce something cool here? Like, or are you just kind of twiddle your thumbs for the next 5 minutes? And
they spent like 5 minutes on Rhythm Heaven. It may not have been that long, but like that game was at the Treehouse Live.
5 minutes.
We don't need that much of a look at that game. Let's move on. Let's get to the next game.
And it's already been shown before, and it's a Switch 1 game, and it's coming out next month. Like, you're not going to sell people in this game anymore. People know what it is. It's a rhythm-based game. Like let's move on here. But somehow that gets more screen time than
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time, obviously, but even Star Fox, which arguably is a more attractive game. Like that game got another 30-second trailer, but
which that game's out in a couple weeks. I didn't really need to see that again. Get the announcement of the demo.
Announcement was nice.
It's really cool. And same thing with like Splatoon Raiders. Like, I don't know. I don't remember how long that trailer was, but the fact that they ended that, and then they start talking about all the Splatfest stuff. I'm like, I just don't care about this stuff. And then they're like, oh, by the way, there's a Splatoon Raiders direct at the end of June. I'm like, okay, give us a 30-second trailer of Splatoon and then tell us there's a direct, and then let's just move on, because I'm at this point, like I am ready to see something different, because we've already seen all this stuff. And that's also the problem is, other than Xenoblade, we already knew about everything, and part of it's to blame from Nate the Hayden leaking everything. And I tweeted out earlier, I'm like, and I told you this, Nick, but I told him, I was like, hey, we got through the reveal. Awesome. It basically ruined the entire direct. Great job. Retire, please. Cause I do not need to see any more leaks going forward from you. So that kind of irritated me. And then what I want Nintendo to do is be like, because I mean, you can't stop a leak if it's going to happen, but I want them to be a little bit more, I guess, reactive is the term. Like, because Nate the Hate started talking about that stuff back in March. This presentation happened in June. They should have just bit the bullet and say, hey, okay, we initially wanted to reveal Zelda in the way that we did today, because I feel like the reveal was great, and if we didn't know, and this was 100% unknown, obviously there's speculation about this type of stuff, but if it was unknown and it just happened at the very end, it would have been awesome. It would have been an awesome reveal. Coming this year would be insane. Mm-hmm. Details later in the coming months. Perfect. What they should have done after it got leaked, they should have said, okay, we're not going to do that anymore. Let's do the reveal, and then let's give them like a couple minutes of gameplay. and then that would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. They didn't react. They weren't proactive about the leaks, and it just kind of irritated a lot of people because
it softened the surprise of the reveal.
Yeah. And you know, and if the rest of the direct was like had a lot more surprises or some more other cool things, then I think it would have been fine. But yeah, just I really wish they would be more reactive with this type of stuff, because it's a problem. Like there's somebody in this company that is revealing this information to this person, and it's a big issue, and it's ruining your surprises. So
yeah,
I was more high on the direct initially when it ended, because I'm on the high of Ocarina of Time. But once I cooled down and then I started rewatching it, I was like, man, this does kind of suck.
Well, let's go through the list.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of games here, and I think this speaks to your point of creating a concise Nintendo Direct, because I was going through the list and I was like, I got to Splatoon Raiders and I was like, okay, that was close to the end, and then there were like 10 games after that.
Yeah,
that were just complete filler games, like the snow runner game, like that didn't need to be in there.
And that was part of like the montage, right? Like the, you know.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It was.
Yeah. But there were some games where I'm like,
yeah,
you know, like can we move on? Like this should have just been part of a, you know, a montage. You know, now I'm not saying those games are bad or in any way, but man,
like come on, you got to build a good show here.
Yeah.
All right, so let me go through the list. So Rhythm Heaven Groove started it off July 2nd. Looks cool. Might pick it up. Onimusha, Way of the Sword. This is coming September 25th.
Cool confirmation. Yep.
Yeah. Using some motion controls with the Joy-Con, which is pretty fun. This looks good. I'm excited for this one. Hopefully they put out a demo on Switch.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, October 9th. It's Dragon's Dogma 2 with DLC.
Yeah, the expansion coming.
This looks pretty interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna play this DLC. I think I'm.
Yeah, I sizzled out on that game pretty quickly. I mean, I beat it, but yeah, I just did not like that second half of that game.
Yeah. Let's see, Stellar Blade coming to Switch 2.
That's cool.
This year, no date.
Yeah.
Coming this year. Looks really awesome. I mean, for anyone who has not played Stellar Blade, it's a really great action game. It plays really well.
Yeah. Combat is excellent.
Yeah. Great outfits too.
And the music is also like incredible. Like in the reveal with blood, is it Blood Rain?
Blood Rain, yeah.
Like once I heard that music, I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is Stellar Blade. Like, yeah, it's awesome.
Orbital is coming September 3rd. This is like a
good
co-op game similar to It Takes Two or Split Fiction.
Yeah,
but it's got that cool like retro anime style. Rayman Legends Retold. We knew about this one coming to Switch to October 1st. Looks good. Big Walk. Yeah. It was the first crack for me. Big Walk was.
Yeah, that I saw that game and I was like, uh-oh.
And this is from House, which did Untitled Goose Game, which was a huge success on Switch. So like I get why they would have this screen time here, but I saw that. And granted, I was in a meeting while I was watching this, but I saw that and I just instantly tuned it out for a little bit.
Yeah.
No hate on House because I loved Goose Game.
Yeah, and again, like none of the games we're hating on is just.
It's not what we're here for.
Yeah, it's not what we're not here for. Yeah, like the third party stuff. Like again, I think those are more in tune with a partner direct, and we want Nintendo stuff.
Exactly. One Piece Grand Gourmet, October 23rd. This one I didn't know this, but it's from the people who made Game Dev Story, which
Kairosoft. Yeah,
very interesting. I love Game Dev Story.
It looks cool. But I think this was like the third or fourth reveal in, and I was like, we might be in trouble here.
It was going from Big Walk to this one. Where I was like,
it was.
All right, we might be cooked a little bit.
And I don't think had Fire Emblem been revealed at
Not
this
yet.
point. Yeah,
this is in order. So yeah, Fire Emblem hasn't been revealed yet.
Okay.
Pokemon Copia DLC.
This was one the first time where I was like, okay, this is awesome.
Awesome, but also really confusing the way they messaged this, where they said the expansion pass is available today, but it's available to purchase.
Yes.
Part 1 of this
and it's getting a free update at the same time as part 1 of the DLC is coming. So that was very confusing, because even when we were before the show, we were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's available now, like the free part. And I went and looked at the description. I was like, no, it's not actually. So yeah, a little confusing on that, but very cool. Like I love Pocopia. It is like my top 3 right now for favorite games of the year. I've probably put the most into Pocopia out of all the games I played this year, and they're doing it right. Like it's a $35 expansion pass, so that seems a little pricey, but we don't know the details of these new towns. Are they going to be fully realized towns, like each area in Pocopia, and are they going to have a story in each of those towns? If that's the case, then it's probably worth it, but we'll know more later when that comes in August. But I think they're doing it right in comparison to Animal Crossing, because Animal Crossing, we got that game, great game, perfect timing of that game with COVID going on, but then we got nothing for like 2 years. So
yeah, they just kind of blew it with Animal Crossing. So they're adding 2. So this expansion pass has 2 towns.
2 towns, yeah. So
for $35. So I mean,
yeah, 1 town, and then the next DLC is like some sort of ability. I'm not really sure what that is.
New features,
and then 3, and then the third one, is another town. So it looks cool. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
And then we got Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave.
Yeah,
this I wish it was coming out sooner. September seems a bit busy for Fire Emblem.
I was hoping August.
I really was too.
I was going to do a predictions video. I ended up not making it, but yeah, I had. Let's see. Actually, let me go through it real quick. So I have. Obviously, we already knew about Star Fox, Raiders, Rhythm Heaven. I had Fortune's Weave coming out. Actually, I had it come out in September. When does it come out?
September 17th.
Oh, I nailed that. I had it written down right here.
No way.
Right there.
Wow. Good job.
Oh, actually, you know what? No, I didn't. Because I did reverse. Initially, I had it in September, and then I was like, it feels more right for August. And then I had Mario Kart World DLC August 13th.
Okay.
Or excuse me,
September.
Yeah. So initially I had it right. But that was also weird. Like, we didn't get Mario Kart DLC. Like, where is that DLC? And then I had Luigi's Mansion 4 coming October 15th, and obviously didn't happen.
Yeah.
I've got Zelda Ocarina of Time Remake November 5th.
Which could still be true.
Could still be true. We didn't get a release date for that one. I think this game is far enough away from GTA 6. I've seen like people like attack the backlog. They're like, release Ocarina of Time on the same day as there's no way in hell Nintendo's going to do that.
That would be really stupid.
Yeah, that would be genuinely like really, really stupid if they did that.
Like, this game is not going to go toe to toe sales wise.
But again, like September and like early October are so packed that I almost feel like developers are doing like a detriment to themselves, in spite of like GTA 6. Like, I think single player games that come out at the end of October, or even like in the first week of November, can still sell well.
It'll be fine.
Because they're not directly competing with the style of what GTA 6 is. And look, I mean, there are going to be some gamers that are only going to buy GTA 6, but
they were always going to only buy GTA 6.
They were always going to only buy it. So I think they're okay to spreading that out, because you're screwing yourself in the end. Because if you have Control Resident, and then you have we'll go through the list here in a little bit, but it's so many games in like a 2-week period.
Yeah,
and then I don't have any games in December, which we are getting the Xenoblade 3 update in December, but I had no games, and then parentheses, rest in peace, Metroid Prime 4.
Dude, rest in peace. Rest in peace. But anyways, Fire Emblem looks really great. It does look almost exactly like the structure of Three Houses, where you are picking, in this game, you're picking a character and you're following their storyline. You have free time between battles to do whatever the hell you want. And then it seems like the main missions the main battles all take place within an ever changing Coliseum that has like different environments within it. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm assuming at some point in the story that Coliseum is the Coliseum itself is gonna be destroyed, and we're gonna go beyond the walls of the Coliseum. I know you can like go like outside of the main missions. You can go outside and do like missions outside of the Coliseum, but my hunch is that the Coliseum will get destroyed, and then the game will take place like in the like the full world outside of this like city.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope they improve on some of the issues with Three Houses, mainly like the combat itself and the weapon triangle, bringing that back.
Yeah.
But looks great.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll probably get like a direct for this game at some point before,
I think so.
Before September, or at least another like overview trailer going over more details. So yeah, it looks cool.
Ninjala 2 coming spring next year.
Is this a free to play game?
I don't know. I thought the first one was.
It was. And this one's like I don't know.
This one seems completely different.
Yeah, it kind of doesn't look good. I don't know. Visually, I think it's kind of
visually. Yeah, looks like a Switch 1 game.
Yeah.
Okay, this one was pretty cool. DK Challenge, which is coming today and lasts until September 1st. So you can complete like various challenges related to Donkey Kong Bonanza and other DK Nintendo Classics titles via Nintendo Switch Online. And you can earn like these collectible badges, like these like card badges for completing these challenges. I'm going to check this out tonight.
It reminded me of the NES like
NES Remix.
The NES like what's the one that we?
Oh, the Championship.
Yeah, that one. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit with the DK.
Like I could get behind them doing this more with other games.
Yeah, it's cool. It's an interesting idea. But that was the only NSO update we got. We didn't get any more GameCube games. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, could have even like adding Smash 64 would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Wait, where's Smash? No Ultimate Switch 2 edition. No tease for the new Smash.
No.
That was not in the cards for this direct. For what this direct was.
We were on the scraps right now.
Speaking of scraps, actually, I'm not going to say that. Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon from the Vampire Survivors devs. This looks cool. I love Vampire Survivors and Vampire Crawlers, but this just didn't really do it for me because
I am a Jujutsu fan. I do like that anime a lot, but this was. I was like, we finally got like a first party game, and then immediately followed up by this. I'm like, oh god, this is we're in for a rough ride.
Lords of the Fallen 2 coming fall 2026.
It's cool.
Looks cool. This game looks generic as fuck though. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like I saw this. I did not know what it was. I did not know that it was Lord. I knew it was a Souls-like, but I had no idea what this game was. But
I thought it was Dragon's Dogma again. I was like, are we is this another show for Dragon's Dogma? Like, what's going on?
Did they mess up? It looks cool though. Hopefully it is better than the other Lords of the Fallen, which was just okay.
I thought you liked that one.
Well, I didn't finish it.
Okay. Well, that's
it was good. I mean, it was good, but not as good as something like Eliza P.
Right. Eliza P is like
that's the upper echelon of Souls-like games.
Yeah.
I think Lords of the Fallen is kind of closer to the middle of the pack.
Yeah. And
there's so many games now that if you're in the middle of the pack, you just get lost there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Liza P, August 6th, the physical version of this game looks incredible. Like the art.
Yeah.
For the
I'll probably end up picking up that at some point.
Yeah.
Just so I can play that Overture DLC.
Yeah. I think I'll pick this one up. Devil May Cry 5, Devil Hunter Edition, June 23rd. Very soon, 60 FPS.
It's like $30 too. Like it's a more of a budget game. And the game's pretty.
Capcom just
so
carrying this presentation.
Yeah.
Uh, Muramasa Revenant Blades. I don't remember this one.
Yeah, I can't.
The 2D.
At this point, I'm starting to fizzle out. I'm like,
Okay, and then they brought it back with Xenoblade. They had
that was cool.
2 editions for 1, 2, and 3. I was like, all right, that's awesome. Like that's all we're gonna get for Xenoblade today. And then they follow up with the absolute banger that is Xenoblade Genesis.
No more Chronicles. It's a brand new starting point with Xenoblade.
And what makes me really excited for this game and this world in particular is at the ending shot they show the world, like the land turning upwards.
Yeah, it's a sphere almost. Kind of looks like a.
Yeah, so you can fly on a creature in this game. I think you're going to be able to, from the ground, fly up to the ground above you and switch perspectives. That's
interesting.
I think it's going to follow that path, which would be really, really cool. I have really high hopes for this game.
Yeah. Are you bummed out that it's not a new IP from Monolith Soft, or are you?
No, and that's because this game looks different enough from the Xenoblade Chronicles games, and we haven't seen what the combat looks like yet. But I'm assuming it'll be a different combat style than Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know if it'll be like I
didn't think about that. Yeah.
A live, whatever their combat system is called now. I don't know if it'll be like that or if it'll just be kind of a live action combat similar to
standard traditional combat.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's probably the case if they're dropping the Chronicles title. I think because I mean, I don't know, like you've had 4 games the same style. Like I think they're probably pretty excited to do something new, but still in universe. So yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, it looks great. I can't wait to see how this game plays on the Switch 2, like with actual new hardware and versus Switch 1.
I mean, these are the developers that can take full advantage.
Yes.
Of the hardware.
Yeah.
So, can't wait. Switch Sports Resort.
This was a cool reveal. I like this one.
Yeah, October 22nd. They added skateboarding.
Skateboarding's in it.
Sweet.
Ping pong's in it.
Ping pong.
Tennis.
Archery, your bowling, your golf.
You got the wave race from N64 in there.
Yeah. Got some film wrestling.
Pilot wings. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, this looks awesome. I'm very excited. I loved Wii Sports Resort back in the day, so this is really speaking my language. Basketball looks really cool.
Basketball, bowling's in there. Like, yeah, it's got everything.
They've got all the staples, but then they've got the new kids on the block too with the skateboarding and
yeah, that's sick.
And the boxing as well. That looks pretty good. Yeah, excited for this one. I guess this is their like big October game. I mean, it makes sense. Switch Sports did really well. It sold 14 million on the Switch 1. So like it was a kind of a sleeper hit. And I bet they will add new sports to this one as time goes on, similar to what they did with Switch Sports.
I'm sure they will. And they have 12 to start. Like that's
a really good number.
It's double what the first one had, so that's awesome.
Yeah. RuneScape Dragon Wilds is coming September 15th. This one's been on PC for a while.
Yeah.
But it's coming to console. I'm interested in this game. To be honest, I wish they would just bring the original RuneScape to Switch too, but
would you actually play it?
No, but
I would. That's there.
I would consider playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game probably runs like Dookie now.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hello Kitty Party Land. This is really where I considered ending it all. I mean, this is like
this is like, okay, we put this in a freaking montage. Like, why are we still giving, again, we're not hating on games, but like
I'm hating on this a little bit.
We're not here for this. And it's like, okay, you've already trolled us with I can't remember his name, but whenever they were doing the finger wrestling thing, like you're already trolling us with this. This was an absolute troll by you, Nintendo. And then Hello Kitty, come on now.
Hello Kitty Party Land with 16 partner characters.
Pissing me off.
I don't know, who gives a shit? Star Fox, free demo.
That's cool. It's
Cool announcement. Final Fantasy Resonance.
This looks really awesome.
This looks pretty sweet.
Yeah. Apparently, this is like a reworking of a mobile game, but it's like completely worked like
But there's
from
no
the ground up
or anything.
Yeah. No gotchas, full on game. I think it's like $50. But then it ties into like you can summon like Cloud and Titus.
Yeah, I saw Titus in there.
Yeah. So really, really cool. This game looks, and if people are like kind of worried about it, like Octopath Traveler 0, was a similar situation where it was a mobile game turned into a full on game. So, that game reviewed pretty well. So
yeah,
probably in the similar vein, but yeah, it looks stunning. Like, it looks awesome.
Speaking of Final Fantasy, X and X2 is getting a Switch 2 version for $50, and you cannot upgrade.
No upgrade, and there's nothing,
and it's still 30 frames per second.
Yeah,
Square kind of sucks. They kind of suck right now. Like so you have Capcom, which
is it Dragon? What's the other game that? Yeah, Dragon Quest S.
Oh yeah, that one you can't upgrade.
That one you can't upgrade for free, or even I don't think you could upgrade like a $5 upgrade. I think it's
you just can't upgrade.
Wow. Yeah.
Which that means I can't buy it.
And Kingdom Hearts is the same similar thing. Like you can transfer your save, but I don't think you can upgrade.
Well, that's a cloud edition.
True, those are delisted now.
But you buy it.
But you have to rebuy it. Well, you can still play like the cloud version. It's just delisted, so you can't. I don't know. That was a little weird. Okay.
It's like Capcom actually cares about like the player experience and making quality titles, while Square, like they just don't care.
Yeah, I mean they make cool stuff, but like their paths to upgrades sucks.
Yeah, their player pathing is,
and that's where I think it's important, because obviously Nintendo has no standard when it comes to that stuff, but like Xbox, especially like when the Series X first came out, like they had that smart delivery program where I think most of the games were free. Like, I think there was some. I don't think
there weren't.
Yeah, I don't think there were any on.
PlayStation did, but Xbox
did. Yeah, there needs to be a better. I don't know. I mean, and Nintendo's all over the place too. Like $5 Animal Crossing update, Xenoblade Chronicles X update. Now the Xenoblade ones are $10.
Where does
Zelda's free? Like like
free with NSO.
Free with NSO.
But if you cancel your NSO subscription, they'll rip that upgrade out of your out of your Switch.
Back to that poo 30. Sub 30.
They send a Nintendo rep to your house and smash your Switch 2 into the ground.
Yeah.
Cancel. Piku Niku 2 2027.
Yeah, and this one, I think at this point, I was gonna blow my brains out, because I was like, okay, we're like 2 or 3 minutes left in this presentation, and
there's like 10 minutes left at this point.
I was like, we're starting to get the sloppy slop.
Yeah, because we got Dragon Quest Monsters: The Wither World after that, which looks fine, and then we got that. Then we got just the world's worst Dustbloods trailer.
Yeah, that really pissed me off, because I was like, okay, I was like, this is one of those games that we need a date, or we at least need to see again. And it was literal stills of the game of characters.
It was 10 seconds of a dead rat.
Yeah.
And then the Dustbloods title card, and then 2020. It was a minute-long trailer, and 40 seconds of it was, you're right, just stills and no gameplay. Like, how does this have less gameplay than the reveal trailer?
Yeah. I'm not sure what FromSoft
they're dropping
thinking, or or what Nintendo was thinking, because they have to know that this is going to piss people off. I'd rather just not be here, and we're still like, oh, where's Dustbloods? Oh, we're delaying it to 2027.
Just don't show up. If you're not going to show anything, don't show up.
Yeah. That was like about to be the cherry on top of terrible presentation. But anyways,
Splatoon Raiders had a 3-minute segment.
Again, this was too long.
Way too long.
Way too long. And then the announcement of the direct at the end of this.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the direct. I feel like enough has already been said about this game, but
yeah, I don't need because then we got the deep dive from the treehouse, so it's like that was kind of already a direct right there. I'm directly telling you that I don't want to see more of this game. I will buy it day one.
I already have it pre-ordered.
Yes.
Deltarune Chapter 5 coming June 24th.
Oh, we did get the Joy-Con announcements for.
Right. Yes.
Was that Raiders?
Yeah.
Yes, because it was deep cuts. Like, okay, which I don't give a shit about Joy-Cons this generation. They're so ugly. Like, the color scheme are terrible. Like, whatever.
Well, I'm not mad at the color scheme. I'm mad at how they're coloring the Joy-Cons.
Yeah. I mean, the controllers themselves are fine, but yeah, the way they're doing like the color, like it's pointless, and they're $100, so it's like, you know, before when they were like 70, it's like, okay, maybe people will double dip and triple dip because of the cool colors, but
like I don't care about.
I can care less.
A little bit of yellow under my analog stick.
Yeah, because I never take my Joy-Cons off to play.
Yeah. Anyways, people were apparently ecstatic for Deltarune Chapter 5.
I know that was a big deal. I wasn't mad about this one being this late in the direct because I knew this was a big deal.
Yeah, this is like the second most watched trailer on Nintendo's YouTube from this direct.
Wow. Okay.
The first, obviously, being Zelda.
Of course.
Metaphor Refantasio, November 12th. Close to GTA, so we'll see how this one does.
That game already didn't sell super well, you know, in comparison to Alice's other stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it sold over 1 million. But yeah, this one, I don't know. Yeah, that's
it's really said now.
yeah, or like August, like I don't know. I was a little bummed. I don't know if I'll pick this one up, but I was a little bummed that we didn't get like some expansion or DLC or something like that. You know, like kind of like
it's Atlas, so they're gonna save it for a year from now, and it's gonna be a new version, and you won't be able to upgrade.
Oh, they're like Square in that way.
They're like Square. Atlas and Square are like they're like this in terms of having shitty upgrade paths.
Okay.
And they always do this. They do it for Persona. Because they have Persona 5 and then Persona 5 Royal. And then they have...
So like they're like Pokemon, the Pokemon company with the way they do how they did their old games.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, there's I don't know, Gold and Silver, and then
Crystal.
Here's the same exact game, but slightly altered with some expanded content. You still have to pay full price for it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost inexcusable, like in 2026 for this type of stuff.
And they did, I think, in their financial statements or like financial summary or something, they stated that Metaphor sales were softer because people were anticipating the complete edition of the game.
Well, I mean, they did it to themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Ubisoft. Like everyone doesn't immediately jump on board because it's going to be on sale in 2 weeks. So the initial sales aren't going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Minecraft coming to Switch 2.
Makes sense.
Atelier Caria, The Night Kingdom, and Guide of Memories. Oh, this is real. So this Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, Observer, System Redux.
This one you should keep in the back of your mind because this is Bloober Team.
Yeah.
Which is insane. Like how many staff members do they have to pump out these games? And we didn't talk about Lazarus getting announced, the DLC.
Oh my God, yeah. Where you play as what's
the Watcher?
The Watcher. Oh wait, Observer's out now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sweet. Daisy. Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. Rise of the Tomb Raider out today.
That was a cool announcement.
Tales of Eternia Remastered, SnowRunner, Fitness Boxing 3.
Switch to edition.
Yeah. Everbloom, Final Fantasy 14 Online. And then we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. Or sorry, 1 through 3 collection coming October 8th.
Pretty big deal,
native ports. yeah, huge deal. And then huge reveal for Kingdom Hearts 4, showing the first gameplay, our first look at gameplay, which I thought looked good.
I guess I'm not. I mean, I haven't. I mean, I played a little bit of 1, so I have no idea what the story is and where it goes, and or even how like 3 ends or whatever. But
why are they in Chicago?
Why are they in like a Japan or Chicago or like a real life city?
Yeah, I think Japan or New York. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
What are they doing?
Maybe there's some sort of context to that. I have no idea. But yeah,
I thought they were
a little weird looking.
I thought they were in like Toy Story levels and
in
like, 3.
So yeah,
why are we in Atlanta?
But nonetheless, it is very cool that it was announced here. I know the game's already announced,
Switch too.
But the fact that we get like the proper reveal trailer at a Nintendo Direct, I think speaks a lot for where Nintendo Switch 2 is at. Yeah, and like you said, the fact that it's day and date with the other consoles. No time frame, no year was even given, so who knows when that comes out. But cool. But I think I'm gonna jump the gun and dive into Kingdom Hearts for the first time at some point. I don't know if it'll be this year when it comes out, but I will eventually play through them.
Yeah, me too. And then last but not least, Ocarina of Time.
Hold on, I've got. Let me share my screen. Let's see, where's it at? There it is. All right. Can you hear that?
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom,
so good,
there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives.
I absolutely love like the fairy tale vibe that it's getting.
Yeah.
However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Oh, this transition.
It's beautiful. Beautiful. Perfect. In 2026.
Damn. That's such a good reveal.
Yeah. And again, I know we kind of been dog shitting this direct this entire time. But this reveal made going through all the slog worth it, in my opinion. Like, great reveal. I was screaming at the TV at the very end when it said 2026, and then that was it. I was like, there's no way you just made us go through all of this and we get nothing. We get
it would have been so perfect to just end with some look at gameplay or emerging into something like.
Yeah. And I was just disappointed in general because there was no mention of the 40th Direct here. Like, I fully expected to have like a 40th like blowout, and then we got Zelda at the end or wherever they decided to put it. I assume we're going to get some sort of. I don't want to wait till September for the 40th Direct if they do one at all. I assume they're going to. I mean, they usually do mention it, but I mean, they were still talking about the Mario 40th like earlier in this presentation with the DK stuff and that Emerald Rush DLC. So yeah, I just that was missing here for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a little frustrating, but again, nonetheless, perfect reveal. Loved it. Art style is incredible. This is exactly what I wanted from a reimagining or a reborn, as they call it.
Yeah,
Ocarina of Time. Like, this is perfect because there was that chance that they were going to just do an upscale remaster, or you were talking about chibi. I would have died. That would have ruined my week. if that was the case.
As soon as I saw that, like that being speculated, I was like, God damn it, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? And I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's just a really good art style that's kind of paying homage to the original game. Like the original game, like has that sense of realism in it when you go into Hyrule Town or Castle Town.
And then this leaves the door open for because it's on the same from the same Majora's Mask. Hopefully we'll eventually get a proper remake of that. Like that would be incredible, and this engine, and similar to how Majora's Mask came about. Like they were, they got that game out pretty quickly in comparison to Ocarina of Time. So once we get this, like we may get Majora's Mask by 2028 or 2029, maybe, like a very quick turnaround. I'm just glad they're treating this game like the next Zelda, the next 3D Zelda. Like it's a proper 3D Zelda. It's not just a 4K upscaling with smoother edges and stuff like that. Like it's they're taking it very seriously, because again, this is, according to Metacritic, greatest game of all time. Like how do you tackle that and bring it into the new age? Because I just recently played it, but I think the game still holds up incredibly well. But it is a hard recommend for people to go and play it for the first time on either the 3DS, which is not in the traditional market anymore, so it's probably pretty expensive. And then playing on NSO, it is not the best version of that game. It's a little bit hard to go back. In 64 graphics are notorious for not holding up very well. Although I do still think Ocarina of Time looks good, but maybe that's just my nostalgia eyes. But yeah, gameplay wise, it's not the best. The water temple is pretty terrible in comparison to even the 3DS version. So it's exciting for me, for someone who grew up with Zelda, and it's an important game to me, that new people get to experience it kind of in the way that you always have that thought when you play a game and you're looking back on it, you always thought it looked incredible, and then you go back and actually play and you're like, oh, this doesn't hold up, and then you play the remaster and you're like, oh, this is how I envisioned it all those years ago. Like that's how I feel for people that get to experience it this year. So it's exciting.
Yeah, I cannot wait. 2 more pieces of news that have come out.
Okay.
Wolong Fallen Dynasty Complete Edition coming to Switch 2.
That's cool.
And then Torna, the Golden Country from Xenoblade 2, is getting a free update.
Oh, awesome.
On July 30th, when Xenoblade 2 gets its paid DLC. So that's awesome news.
So is Torna, is it free by itself, or do you have to pay for Xenoblade 2 upgrade?
It's free by itself.
Okay.
Free by itself.
Okay, that's cool. Sorry, the Dustbloods Twitter account just tweeted, but they didn't really say anything.
Sorry for that god awful trailer.
Yeah, they just said summer test coming.
Like, why not just slap a date on that playtest?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Saw that. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to wait too long to get the 40th Direct, because I want a cool Ocarina of Time amiibo. I would love to see Adult Link on Epona. That would be an awesome amiibo. Yeah, I'm so excited to see what Zelda additional side quests in the game, additional story, a reimagining of the story. Is there going to be a proper light temple instead of just getting the light medallion handed to you? Are there going to be different tunics versus the red, green, and blue? Different weapons. Could we possibly get new abilities each time we get a medallion from the sages, similar to Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild with those abilities? There's so much coolness. a
Can you jump?
reworking of proper jump button, a reworking of Hyrule Field where like back in the day it felt massive, but you can literally sprint across the entire field in under 2 minutes. So,
Right.
you know, looking back at that, it's not impressive, but it was back in the day. But yeah, there's so much. I can't wait to see what it looks like.
When's the next time you think we see this game?
Probably September.
You don't think we get a release date? No, I think we'll see it by August. Maybe
You
in
think so?
August. Yeah. I think like it'll be a Nintendo Today drop, or they'll announce some sort of like Zelda 40th Direct with a Zelda movie trailer and then this.
The next Direct is the Splatoon Direct. Like, I would love to see something like next month. Like, please don't keep us waiting too long for this to see what it looks like.
Probably after Splatoon Raiders.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. After Raiders, but before Fire Emblem, I think is when they would tease. They're also probably waiting to see if GTA 6 gets delayed, or to see if like any September or October titles move.
I mean, I just think November 5th is probably the best. Like, that's the first week in November. It's on a Thursday. It's 2 weeks before GTA 6 comes out, so that's plenty of time for people to play it. And
it's before Black Friday as well. Yeah,
before Black Friday, so they have that major holiday game. You know, and then people that are going to play Ocarina of Time are going to buy it. Like,
yeah,
you know, the hardcore people have bought the Switch 2 at this point. Like, there's 20 plus million. This game, greatest game of all time, being remade. You know, most of these people have already played Zelda Ocarina of Time at some point. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's I hope it's August, which, you know, it's only a month before, you know, until September. So it's like not a huge deal, but you know, at least with the Switch 2 reveal, like they told us, hey, look forward to April 2nd or 3rd, 4th, whatever. So it was still like 3 months away, but we knew. Like, I wish they would have just said, hey, Zelda Direct coming next month, or in, you know, something like that. Like, that would have been, and that way we're not going to expect to hear anything. Like, we know the expectations, we know where they're at. I just want to see more, man. It looks so good.
I selfishly want to see more, but
yeah.
All right.
Is this your most hyped game for 2026, or is it Fire Emblem, GTA 6? Where's your after Summer Games Fest and Xbox Showcase? Where is your head about your most hyped?
Yeah, I mean, it's 100%.
Yeah,
Ocarina of Time. I don't even know what's second. I would have to look at all the games.
I would probably say Gears is probably second for me.
Yeah, I would say either Gears or Fire Emblem for me.
Yeah.
And then
I'm pumped for GTA 6. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that will be an absolute day one for me as well. But, yeah.
Yeah, Halo, Star Fox.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that Final Fantasy HD2D game.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Wolverine. Are you excited about Wolverine at all?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about as excited for that one as I was Spider-Man 2.
Is that a day one for you?
I think so.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know, because it comes out the same week as Fire Emblem.
That's what I'm saying. It's
so like, probably not.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I don't need to see more of that game, but I don't know. I'm not as excited as I am for that game versus. Well, no, because I didn't even. No, I played Spider-Man 1 before I played Spider-Man 2, so I was pretty excited for Spider-Man 2. Like, I'm more excited for God of War than I am Wolverine. I'd say that.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, that was one of our longest shows we've done in quite a while, and last week's was pretty long too. So, anything else, Nick, before we wrap it up?
Was Xbox your favorite presentation?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, like seeing Resident Evil was awesome. Like, I I'm very excited for that game. That was probably my most hyped. I'm very excited for Final Fantasy Revelation, but I've got to play through Rebirth to enjoy that story, and then so I can wrap it up there. But yeah, I think the Xbox Showcase was definitely the best. Had a lot of great announcements, and I feel way better about Xbox as a platform going forward than I do before that presentation. Still confused. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but still confused, on the whole exclusivity thing. Like, we're kind of, but we're kind of like, again, back with Phil. Yeah, it's a little confusing, but they say Gears and Clockwork will never come to PS5, but if Gears doesn't do well in a year, will it come? Like, what's the over under that it's gonna come out in the next 2 years? So we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate everyone listening, watching, all that good stuff. Leave us a review on your favorite podcasting platform, and we'll be back next week with our regular scheduled show.
All
right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.